What if I told you that the secret to a better adult life isn't about learning some brand new, complicated thing? What if it's about remembering something you've already forgotten? Well, today we're going to dive into The 5-Year-Old's Guide to Adulting.
Seriously, just for a second, try and think back. Do you remember what it felt like to be 5 years old? The world was just massive, right? And your imagination was this wild, powerful thing that nobody could tame.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Back then, watching a line of ants was an epic saga that could keep you hooked for an hour. A puddle wasn't an obstacle, it was a whole ocean waiting to be explored. Now, well, fast forward to today, and the most epic event in our hours, probably an email notification. And the vast ocean we're trying to conquer is a spreadsheet. It's like we've traded pure, spontaneous joy for, a good return on investment. And if that feeling sounds familiar, you're not alone. There's actually a name for this slow draining of color from our lives. It's called adult sickness. It's that feeling that you're just living the exact same day over and over and over again. Routine has taken over, and curiosity has kind of left the building.
But hey, the good news is there's a cure. We are not stuck here. Think of this explainer as your own personal map back to a more vibrant life. We've broken it down into 4 key missions. Let's call it your playground itinerary.
All right, first things first, mission number 1 is all about getting that curiosity back. We're going to figure out how to build our very own why museum, a little space inside our own minds where we can start questioning everything again.
Think about it. A kid's greatest weapon, their superpower, is that one little word, why. To them, the world is just this giant, amazing puzzle that needs to be solved. But as adults, we get hit with what you could call the curse of knowing. Our brains, trying to be efficient, just start slapping labels on everything. That's a tree, that's a cloud, done. We trade all that mystery for function and, well, the wonder just sort of dizzles out.
So, how do we fight back against this? Easy. We start playing again. Try the 5 whys challenge. Pick something totally boring, like your computer mouse, and ask why 5 times. I guarantee you, by the 5th why, you're going to be somewhere between philosophy and quantum physics. Or try an alien detective walk. Just pretend you've landed on this planet for the very first time. Suddenly, a fire hydrant isn't just a fire hydrant, it's this bizarre, fascinating artifact. It literally rewires your brain to start noticing things again.
And you know what? Once you start getting curious again, it leads you right into our second mission, rediscovering the awesome power of play. It's time to escape the return on investment trap. When a kid plays, the whole point of playing is just to play. That's it. There's no hidden agenda. But us? Oh man. We've fallen deep into what you might call the purpose trap. Every single thing we do has to have an ROI. We don't just go for a walk, we exercise. We don't just read a book, we practice self-improvement. We've basically optimized all the joy right out of our lives. Breaking free from this is actually way simpler than you'd think. Just grab a pen and scribble. Don't try to draw anything, just scribble. Then give your masterpiece a ridiculously over-the-top name. Or build something with Legos without any instructions at all, just for the fun of it. It's all about embracing fun that has absolutely no purpose and no pressure. Okay, on to mission 3. This one is all about finding that sense of wonder in our daily lives. It's time to become collectors of wow moments. Kids just see the world through this built-in wonder filter, don't they? A shiny rock isn't a rock, it's a priceless gem. A bug isn't a pest, it's a tiny superhero. We adults, on the other hand, we get this wonder deficit disorder. We've seen so many special effects in movies that a real sunset just doesn't hit the same. We've kind of become numb to all the little miracles happening around us all the time. But the thing is, those miracles are absolutely everywhere. I mean, the next time you see a leaf, don't just see a leaf, really look at it. That pattern of veins, it's like a tiny, perfect map of a river delta. It's an incredible piece of natural engineering. Wow. Or hey, just look up. The sky is basically the biggest free 24/7 art installation in the world, and it is never the same show twice. The way the light just cuts through the clouds, changing colors from one second to the next. Wow. And wonder isn't always some big, grand thing. It can be found in the tiniest sensations. Just think about that simple, perfect comfort of pulling on a great pair of socks. It's a small thing, sure, but it's a little moment of pure satisfaction. Wow.
So here's your official invitation to join the Miracle Detective Agency. Use your phone's camera and go on a macro safari in your own house or backyard. Set a timer for just 3 minutes a day and just be a sky observer. And seriously, don't be afraid to actually say wow out loud when you feel it. It's like a little shot of gratitude for your brain.
All right, this brings us to our final and maybe the most important mission, learning to live freely. This is a two-parter. It's about shedding that heavy social mask that we all wear and learning how to bounce back from things, just like a kid does.
I mean, this quote really says it all. We're so terrified of what other people will think, so afraid of making a mistake, that we put on this perfect social mask. And if we're not careful, we wear it for so long that our inner lives just stop moving. We become totally stagnant. So, let's practice being a little bit of a weirdo, in the absolute best way, of course. Put on some music and have a dance party for one in your living room. Wear a pair of ridiculously weird socks under your serious outfit. It's your little secret. The whole point is to do things that feel genuinely you, without that constant worry about being perfect.
And the other side of this is resilience. Have you ever seen a kid fall down? Yeah, they might cry for a minute, but then they get right back up and keep on playing. We need to borrow that energy. So you made a small mistake at work, the 5-year-old in you just says, so what, and moves on. We can start turning our failures into funny stories. They're like our scar medals, and celebrate the tiny little wins. Give yourself the Ate a Vegetable award before bed. Really, it's just about learning to be a little kinder to yourself.
Now, let's be crystal clear about something. The goal here is not to be childish. It's not about avoiding responsibility. The goal is to be more interesting. It's about injecting some color and some depth and some real spontaneity back into a life that might have gotten just a little gray. So I want you to leave with this thought. Your mind is meant to be a playground, a place for fun and exploration, not a 24/7 office that never closes. By rediscovering that inner 5-year-old, you're not going backwards. You're just starting a whole new adventure.
The gates to your personal playground are officially wide open. So the only question left is, are you ready to go play?